everyone. I hope you're well. So I am YouTubing here and I am Facebooking here. So let's hope that the spirits leave the computer alone so I can do both equally successfully. That would be great. I'm going to adjust this light. Oh, it's been a weird week, huh? Weird. I don't know if I am dark on YouTube for a reason or if it's just my computer. It's just my computer. Okay, there you go. So I have a few things that I thought I would talk about if the questions were hesitating. As I work with people, there are typically, how do I say, repetitive patterns in the week or coming weeks or in the month or whatever. It's interesting how it works out, but it's not unusual. For this week, I think people, well, we're here in LA, so I think people have been really stirred up with these heavy winds that we had, and they're still kind of coming back into their bodies. So, hi, Elena. So yeah, I think people are still really coming back, and we're out of their bodies a lot. Now, I am finding with the pandemic and everything else that the people have been out of their bodies a lot. And what the effort is of my posting and my passion and my outreach is about self-empowerment, knowing oneself enough to answer a lot of the questions that come up, or at least have more tools to answer those questions. And it doesn't always work. And, look, there are times we just always need someone to step in, look at what we're looking at with a fresh perspective. However, out of the body. So with this wind, it feels like people have had a lot of upper back pain, upper neck pain. I know I used to get horrible neck pain from the wind. Not sure what it was. You too, Elena, hate the wind. I don't know what it is. And I don't know if it's specific to people who happen to be more sensitive energetically. It just whips us around. I mean, now it's not as bad. And, so I have to change my mindset about accepting the wind and not go out in it if I don't have to. But man, I could not keep my hair from being knotted. Every 10 minutes, I would have these rat nests in the back of my head. Oh, and maybe that was the way for it to protect itself from the onslaught of the heavy winds. Oh my gosh, so funny. But yeah, so, if you happen to be sensitive to the wind, it can sort of tossle your energy around, and it is necessary to get that back at some point so that you stay strong. We're all pretty familiar, I'm sure, at some point. Certainly, if you went to college, you understand this. If you have worked really long hours, you understand this. When you get yourself to a point where your energy is exhausted, and then you have to keep going. And at that point, you're so tired, you don't replenish yourself. And so you keep working on empty. And each thing, even though it doesn't seem like a big deal, can actually just knock you down and keep you out of being strong and connected. Simple things like pumping your gas and you smell the toxins. Well, Normally the toxins wouldn't bother you, but when you're tired or when you're thrown off and when you're out of your body, even those things that would normally not bother you can become a stressor for your nervous system. So I'm chatting away. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Excuse me. So, and the longer you're out of your body, so what does that mean? It's kind of second language to me, so I have to stop and think how would I explain this just to possibly somebody who's this is not their language. Being out of your body, the symptoms are easy to notice. You stare a lot, you lose your focus, you trip a lot, you drop things a lot. Those are all can be signs and some symptoms of being out of your body. It just means the circuitry is not connected, right? Okay, so the example that I was shown was a wire. And when we look at wire is always coated with something. A plastic coating, Teflon coating, whatever. Because it's necessary for those wires to not have interference from the outside environment. Causes a problem, causes a fire, causes a short, whatever. So when that coating, that's our nervous system, the electrical system, when our nervous system, our coating gets eaten away, eroded, whatever, either through exhaustion, overwork, bad food, emotions, stress, what else? Illness, for sure, medication, allergies, all those things. Starts eating away at that coating, okay? So we have to get that coating back on as soon as possible. So for me, out of the body, the other picture that I got was the genie in the bottle, right? So when we're all contained and happy and strong and whatnot, we are the bottle and we're the genie in the bottle and we're cool and we're comfy, right? But if we come out for whatever reason, we have to get back in. I know Genie didn't want to be in the bottle, but didn't want to be trapped in the bottle. However, the way that the spirit sees our vessel, the vase, is comfort. And so it wants to be in. So when it's out, it actually causes a little bit of distress. So it's necessary to get back in. And so how do we do that? There's no right way. It just has to work for you. There's no wrong way. It just has to work for you. So often I get shown different images of ways to help people. When I'm working with them, I'm given specific images that that person would correlate an understanding to. So I'll give a couple of different examples and perhaps you can use one of those. So it's nice to do, especially before you go to bed, because you don't want to take the day to sleep. Okay, you don't want to sleep with your day. You want to get rid of the day before you go to bed so your nervous system can relax and chill out. Okay, so let's shift this. Boop. Nope. Thank you. All right, so one of the ways you can clear yourself from the day is to see if it's a genie in the bottle, if you like that image, you see the bottle, you go in and you dust out all the debris that happened to go in there. You have to visualize this. And then you see, it's a specific reference, right? So it's like a cloud or a mist coming back in comfortably, and then boop, the lid gets back on, okay? So you're back in your body, your vessel's been cleaned. Another way you can do that would be to use, if you're familiar with, I have two images that pop up for this. Either trying to scoop out stuff from a fish tank, like from that little net or the pool net, that picks up the debris in the pool, and or I think they're called a colander, where you strain a liquid through it and catch the debris or the item, whatever that might be. So you can see that image coming around you and through you. It's not hurt you. Coming around and through you, capturing from the top down, capturing all the debris from the day, keeping everything else nice, clean, and relaxed, safe. Take it all the way down to your feet. And then you put all that debris, we'll call it a compost pile, in the earth, right? Earth knows what to do with crap, right? We use crap to grow good stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to imagine that debris going into a compost pile, into the earth. Okay? Because even crap has benefit. All right. I have a question. Hang on a second. Sometimes feeling out of my body feels like I'm frozen in time. What's the best way to thaw out? There you go. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. So if it's really cool if you can match the way to resolve the issue with the way that it feels, right? So if it feels like you're frozen and you can connect to an image that is frozen. Let's say a cartoon that you grew up with where, the cartoon stays in one pose and it's frozen in ice, right? So it's one of those, or if it's actually Frozen the movie. I haven't actually seen the whole movie. I could sing the song from the top of my head, but whatever that vision is of a frozen, even if it's an ice sculpture, okay? You actually want to see it melting. That would be a way to get out of it. Because anything else wouldn't necessarily match the sensation. So it's always great if you can match the resolve to the sensation. On Silk Road, does that help? Does that make sense? So you want to see yourself melting, which means you could see a fire being placed next to you. You could see a warm blanket being wrapped around you as the image of the frozen. Cool way to look at it. Okay, thanks. I got the pun. A cool way. So it's really great if you can match the words that you use and match it to a symbology of an action to, hey Stacey, action to a way to resolve it. All right. So we were at the pool skimmer. We were at the fish scooper. We were at the cauldron, not cauldron. What is it called? I keep forgetting the name of it. I'm not from this country. We don't use those words. Colander? No. Come on, somebody help me. What was the name of it? That you pour the pasta water through and catch the pasta. What's it called? Okay. Colander. I got it. Thank you, Spirit. So you can use that. If you feel heavy, then do the clear upward. Does that make sense? If you feel like your feet are stuck, do the energy clearing upward. If you feel strainer, thank you. Yes, the strainer. If you feel your head is full, your head and shoulders are taking the world on, I would say probably go down. And then go up. That's what I was just told. Go down and then go up. So you can experience energy being left from the head at the last point in a more comfortable way. Okay. So all these ideas are to help the energy body and to help the spiritual body know that you're cleaning house. It's, like if you walk into your room and it's dirt, filthy and messy and not the way you typically like it all the time, you have to clean it up. At some point, you have to take the time to clean it up. When it's the energy body, we like to do it definitely when we had a rough day or a day that was impactful or stressful somehow, whether that's environmental or because of some other person's energy or whatever. Doing it before bed is definitely highly suggested. Okay. That will at least clean the house, clean the vessel, and let the body start bringing itself back out, the spirit back into the system comfortably, right? Your spirit leaves to take care of itself. It leaves so that it doesn't get assaulted by what's going on. It's a sort of a disassociation process, and it's a necessary safety process. That's most of the time why disassociation happens, is it's a safety requirement. Okay. Unfortunately, there are a lot of times that people don't recognize that they've been out of their bodies. Some people have been out of their bodies since birth. I have seen that a number of times. And it isn't necessarily just that the birth was difficult. It's never the same thing twice. But in some of the examples that I'm getting file folders of, one was because the fetus, the soul of the spirit of the fetus, already knew that being in the womb was unsafe from the get-go because of the external environment. So there was an understanding, almost an agreement, that that spirit would stay out until that person became safe. Yeah, that one was a tough one to see. Okay, I've got letters, and I don't know what that is. FYI. Okay. What is it? VYN FYI. I'm not techie enough to understand that. So anyway, strainer. Okay. I don't think we need any other images, but just so you understand that it's really, really preferable to match how the feeling feels when you're out of sorts. What does it feel like? What is that? It can be a color. It can be a word. It can be an image. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be specific that way. So the Resolve would like to have something that's specific to what you're sensing. That tends to be the best. I know FYI means for your information. I don't know what VYN is. But thank you. That much I know. I'm a doof, but that one I understood. Yeah. So, do we have any other questions? Where we're at 7:20. I typically make these about 30 minutes. One, because I don't want to bore people, but mostly because it's later in the night, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. We can always go longer if there's more interest, and we're in the middle of something. Is it a misconception that our souls are there to protect us than if they remove themselves? Can a soul have characteristics like we do as weaknesses and strength? is it a misconception that our souls are there to protect us if they remove themselves? No. The souls protect you either way. They do their best. Your soul will always protect you. Into the body, out of the body, it don't matter. Its effectivity to protect you, and your relationship is strengthened on the contingency that you're working together in harmony together, right? So you're always protected with your soul and your spirit, always. It has less potency if it's out of the body, because it's meant to be working together, if that helps. The second half, can a soul have characteristics like we do as weakness and strength? Question. Let me see what I can get for you. Yes, because it is part of you, so it will have characteristics similar to the ones you know, whether they're weaknesses or strengths. Soul's weaknesses, in what I'm hearing, are different because they're not emotionally based. They're more matter of fact. So when we have weaknesses on the human realm, our emotions, our history, our perceptions get entangled with that, which is why some of them are really hard to adjust, right? They also have belief patterns that have either been developed through your life or they were inherited and hand-me-down for ancestries and generations. So that we have to deal with on the human level. So the spirit has those as well. However, it doesn't have the emotional attachment to those weaknesses or the ego to the strengths. It just sees what it is for what it is. And the spirit is the part of your inner guidance. And again, if it's not in your body and it's out of your body, the communication isn't done so well. It's not heard the same way. It's not received the same way. It's not exchanged the same way. So it's really vital for the hard drive to work with the software. You can't have an incompatibility there, right? And if you do, you're just going to get sporadic crap happening on your platform. For those who are techie, I think I got that right. So yeah, your spirit does have, I mean, it's an essence of you. So it definitely has your constitutional characteristics. It's actually more pure on that level. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's what I heard anyway. Yeah. It's a complex question, but I think I got you. One more question. Good. I'm a slow reader, so this was always going to be my sorry. I said before, you should have a deeper connection. Yes. Nurture that relationship just as much as any other. No, not as much. More. You've got to nurture your relationship with your soul more than any other relationship. Because if you are not you on the purest sense that you can in the moment, you are not going to have a deep, meaningful relationship with other people. You're going to have the relationship with the people at the level that you are, right? So, I mean, the quest really for so much of what I hear and see for people is I want to connect better to myself. I want to connect more. I want to be more of me. You have to be in your body to do that. You have to have a relationship with your spirit to do that. You have to learn to trust and listen and take action based on what your spirit and your guides are telling you to do. You have to trust it. You can't trust that. You're sure as shit not going to have a trusting relationship, right? And you also have to be able to have the relationship with yourself that you're going to commit yourself to the things that you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to search for relationships where you never have to commit to yourself and you commit to other people more. Oh, so you're a spam site. Okay, cool. Thanks. I figured that's what it was, and I just got confirmation. Okay. So yeah, you have to be able to continuously bring in the relationship with your soul and your spirit that enhances your life, enhances your confidence, enhances who you are, so that you can present that to the people you want to spend time with the best you can, right? We're all in development. There's no end point. There's preferred points along the way, and we strive to get there. So, your spirit and your soul have all the time in the world. Forever, I have heard that time is the biggest joke in spirit world. Time. There's no time. There's no time limit. There's no, goal setting, really. It is, yeah. It's like, Hawaii time. It is what it is. There's no emotions about it. So just have to keep going. That's all. Just have to keep going. All right. So it is almost time. If there are any other questions. So I'll give you a little challenge if you'd like to take this on. I just heard it. I wasn't planning on doing this. Your challenge is to wear a color. For some of you, this may not be a challenge. To wear a color that you have not worn either for a really long time or you've always been repelled by. Because we all have that one thing in the closet. We're like, at some point I really like this, but I don't know. So go through your closet, find something that you haven't worn in a really, really, really long time, and or have concern about wearing, and just rock the hell out of it. That's your challenge. Now, be creative. That can either be a hat that you haven't worn and it doesn't go with any outfit you have, wear it anyway. It could be a colored lipstick. Wearing mask most of the time, so whatever. Oh, you like orange? Yeah. All right. Well, that's your exercise. Put it on. See why. See what's up. Maybe just an old program that can be taken care of right away. And if you do your nails, color your nails a certain color. Just make it fun. Do something. Do something, some likes to the challenge that you've repelled against for whatever reason, whether self-judgment, etc. You get it, right? You get it. All right. So with that, I will share that I did, although you can't really see it, I did some pink eyebrows with a pink eyeliner and my pink Cheshire Cat dress. I haven't worn it in a really, really, really long time. And I felt kooky today. And I felt like it was time just to rock it. So I did. And at 55, I don't care if people laugh at me because I have pink eyebrows. And it ain't about them. It's about me and listening to my spirit. So if I don't show that I trust it and work with it, what is it going to offer me, right? All right, my lovely people. I appreciate you joining me. If you don't have any more questions, I'm going to let you go and have a good rest of your night. And so these sessions are fourth Wednesday of every month, fourth Wednesday of every month here at 7 o'clock, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. And yeah, if you have questions, please pose them. You're welcome to send them to me through my website prior to the talk, and peruse the website, and yeah, have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Challenge yourself, but challenge yourself with something that's kind of fun, kooky. Doesn't have to always be hard. Make it fun. How can you make an appointment with me? Thank you. From my website, you can just fill out the request. I hope you can fill out a request form. I do give 20-minute consultations. Big hugs to you. 20-minute consultations if you want to ask questions of me there, whether that's to see if we're compatible and working together, or if I can assist you and get some answers for you to help you on your journey. I'd be happy to do that. So let me know. This will be up on the YouTube platform, on the Facebook platform somehow. I'll figure that out. So you can replay it if you missed stuff because you came in a little bit later, but we're finishing up. And I wish you a happy evening. Talk to you later. Mwah. Ciao.